Our maths for physics is continuing. Differentiation 2. But before this, differentiation 1 was there, and before that, function and average rate and instantaneous rate we discussed. All the related videos are there on the YouTube. You can keep listening to them again and again. Okay, now the lesson continues. Children, better join on time so that we can save time,
Good
because
evening, sir.
I'm going on admitting you continuously. Okay. Yes, I told you differentiation continues. Differentiation 2. In the previous lesson, in differentiation 1, I've told you how to find delta y by delta x, and from there, how to find dy by dx. I hope you people remembered it. Now, we'll continue. Look, if y equals x cube, find dy by dx from the first principles. This also we did, isn't it so? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm just going to give you a formula straight away. This also can be derived, but people should know a little more of mathematics. Like if y is x to the power n, you will get dy by dx as n into x to the power n minus 1 by doing a similar procedure. What could be that procedure? Can you guess? Y plus delta y equals x plus delta x to the power n, and then delta y equals x plus delta x to the power n minus x power n by delta x. If I want this, now I should know how to expand this by binomial theorem, which some of you may know, may not know, but that's, you can do it in maths. But finally, expanding this and applying that limit condition. What is dy by dx, children? Dy by dx is limiting value of all this, right? As delta x is tending to 0. So I should be able to simplify this, children. This is a plus b whole square. No, it is a plus b to the power cube. No, a plus b to the power 4. No, it is power n. So there's a theorem called binomial theorem. Some of you may know, some others may not know it. So I'm not going to the details of it because the derivation is not important for us. But remember, this formula also comes by doing all this. All right. So from now onwards, if y is x to the power n, we'll follow the formula instead of going for from first principles. Is it all right, children?
Okay, sir.
Right. Now let me see how this formula helps us. Look, few little more I did, even based on that formula wedding. So that's where once again it has come on the left side. But look at it. If y equals x, find dy by dx from the first principles. Okay. So do this now. Come on. Y plus delta y is x plus delta x. Delta y is taken this side, x is cancelled. Delta y by delta x is 1. For x square, 2x we had 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. For x cube, 3x square we had. X to the power 1 we had 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1, which is what?
0.
Yeah, 0. 1 x to the power 0 is 1, which we got as 1 here, right? So for x square, this 2 came here, 2 minus 1. We did already. If y equals x square from first principles, when we found out dy by dx, we got it as 2x previously. For y equals x cube, we got 3x square in the previous here, isn't it? So if y equals x, I got dy by dx equals 1, which I'm writing as 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1. If y is x square, I've got it as dy by dx equals 2x from the first principles, which I'll write as what? 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. If I've got y equals x cubed, I've got dy by dx as 3x square, which is 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1. Therefore, I'm generalizing without using this formula. What? If y is x to the power n, dy by dx is n into x to the power n minus 1. Do you follow?
Yes, sir.
Children.
Yes, sir.
So if you assure me that you follow, we'll continue. So this is the formula for dy by dx. But have you all realized, remembered, recognized that delta y by delta x is different from dy by dx? Tell me. These two things only I was focusing again and again and again. Suhita?
Once can you show me the
Yeah, I'll show, no problem. This one?
yes, sir.
Yeah. This one yesterday we did no. So, but anyway, do it again, no problem. So there is a first principles. Do you follow my point? First principles is to find out derivative of y with respect to x. When you call dy by dx, we say d of y by dx. That is differentiation of a function y with respect to x, we mean to say. Okay. That can be found by first finding out delta y by delta x and putting delta x equals 0. That's what you mean by first principles. Okay. So from there, I found out for y equals x square, y equals x cube, and there's some kind of a repetition happening, 3 into x power 3 minus 1, 2 into x power 2 minus 1. Therefore, just from there I wrote, not really there from I should write. Actually, I can derive it from the first principle by using the binomial theorem. If people are not scared of it, I can as well show it, but that's mass, you need not have to do so much. Anyway, you'll be doing later.
Yes,
Because binomial theorem, once again, if somebody doesn't know, I should explain that further. What is NC1, NCR, all that. So that's the reason I'm not going to that. Let us stick to our area where we need to work. But remember, children, this class discussion is very, very important. You should be understanding what all we are doing here. Okay, now, yeah. Now using the formula, calculate dy by dx or ds by dt. Look, first of all, you need to recognize the variables, children. Here in this, y is the function of x. Here also, y is the function of x. Y is the function of x. X is the independent variable. Y is the dependent variable. Here in this case, s is the independent variable. T is the dependent variable. So if y is f of x, we'll find out dy by dx. Right? If y is f of t, I'll find out dy by dt. Do you follow? If a is a function of some x, for example, I'll find out dA by dx. Do you understand? So you need to recognize both the variables first. What is the x variable? What is the y variable? Then dy by dx you can calculate. All right. Now we'll start from y equals 1 by x. You can use the formula, children. Using the formula. What is the formula? Can you tell me? If y is x power n, dy by dx equals, which can also be written as d of x power n by dx, because in the place of y I can write x power n, the notation, that is n into x power n minus 1. That's the formula. So now tell me, how should I write y equals 1 by x? First, let me get in the formula.
X power minus 1.
Minus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Dy by dx equals
Minus
1 into x to the power minus 1.
Minus 1.
So how much is that? Minus 1.
Minus 1 by x square.
Where I can write x to the power minus 2.
Yes, sir.
Come on, everybody do that. So this will be using again and again. Anytime it comes y equals 1 by x, dy by dx is minus 1 by x square, we write quickly. So I'll be rubbing that off because there's no space for the other things. But anyway, I'll take this one. Second one, this is the first one. Second one, Vishnu. Y equals x to the power half. Write that in x
Yes,
to the
sir.
power n form, so that it looks
Yes, sir.
easier. So dy by dx equals
1 by 2 into
1 by 2 into,
x power 1 by 2 minus 1.
so that is 1 by 2 into x to the power minus half,
Minus 1.
which also can be written as 1 by 2 root x to the power half or 2 root x.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So anytime you see in future y equals root x, straight away 1 by 2 root x you write. That should become a habit, like multiplication tables. All right.
Yes, sir.
Third one. Who else will tell? Not Vishnu now. Somebody else. What is that fellow? Mokshagnya. Your learning will be completed in the beginning 60 to 70% in the class only. If you followed it, there's not much of doing later, because very highly focused and result oriented and both knowledge oriented way of doing things. But you need to talk. So third one, how should I write? Not Enoch, the other fellow I was asking, Manognya, what is that fellow? Mokshagnya. Mokshagnya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Then why don't you speak? At least say, sir, I am there, I cannot, I can, whatever.
There was a mic problem. So y equal to x power 1 by
x to the power 1 by 2. If I take it up, x to the power minus half. You should get in this form. Y equals x to the power n form you should get into. Huh?
Okay.
Now tell me. Dy by dx equals
minus 1 by 2 into x power minus 1 by 2 minus 1.
Minus 1. That is minus 1 by 2 x to the power minus 3 by 2.
3 by 2, yes.
Isn't it? If
Yeah,
you want,
sir.
you can write below also.
Okay.
And then who else? Srivalli. Fourth one. Srivalli. Aman. Okay. Tell me, Aman. अमन फोर्थ है ना, देख रहे ना इधर, बोलो कैसे करना है। अरे कुछ तो बोलो, let it be wrong, doesn't matter. Sai Ganesh, you tell.
Y equal to x power 1 by 3.
That's all. Y equals x power
1 by 3.
1 by 3.
dy by dx is equal to 1.
dy
1
by
by
dx
3
equals 1 by 3 into x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. So 1 by 3 into x to the power what? Minus
1 by 2. Sorry, 2 by 2.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
So this is simple application of the formula. So I shall rub off this one, this side.
Yes, sir.
Now, Ramakrishna, ready? Tell me, fifth one.
Fifth one, s is equal to t cube.
Okay. Then ds by dt. Isn't it? You ask when in your
Okay,
class.
sir.
Why you ask? Why you are allowing others to stay in your room?
Sir.
Okay. No, there's a lot of disturbance in your place. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Right. Do that anyway. And who else? Srivalli. Similar thing, deliberately I've given. I want to impress upon you that here y is a function of x. Y is the dependent variable, x is the independent. Here s is a function of t. S is the dependent variable, t is the independent variable. So what shall we find out here? S equals t to the power half. Srivalli, when I call your name, why are you not saying anything? If we do that, I'll evict you from the class. Half into t to the power half minus 1, isn't it? So half into t to the power minus half. Similar to that, or 1 by t to root t, if you want to write. So actually, I should not do all this. You should tell me. This is for your practice. Now, Srivalli, tell me how to do s equals 1 by t. I want you to speak. Srivalli.
Sir, can I say?
Shivacharan, come on.
S is equals to 1 by t, which is t to the power of minus 1.
Right.
So minus 1 into t to the
No,
power.
what left hand side? ds by?
Yeah, ds by dt is equals to minus 1 into t to the power of minus 1 minus 1. That is equals to minus 1 t to the power of minus 2. Minus 1 by t square.
Right. Actually, same things I've deliberately given. Want to just impress upon you that you need to recognize what are the functions, what are the variables. Here y is the variable, here x is the variable. X is the independent, y depends on that. So the dependent and independent variables, once you decided, you need to know which one. Dy by dx means ds by dt or whatever you will calculate. Okay. Then after Shivacharan, somebody else. Sai Ganesh. For this.
S is
Sahita.
one.
Sahita, tell me. Okay, Sai, tell me.
Sir, S is equal to t ds by dt equals to 1 by 3 times t times 1 by 3 minus 1.
That's all.
T minus 2 by.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, children. Can I continue?
Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Done.
Right. So we are moving ahead. We are giving examples in physics. So why are we doing dy by dx? Why are we doing delta y by delta x is now exemplified by these cases. Look, average speed. Okay, here S will be a function of time. I want you to keep listening to me carefully and ask anything in the middle. S, distance S is depending on time, a function of time we say. Then delta S by delta T will be called average speed, children. Average rate of change of distance with time is called average speed. Okay, similarly, displacement delta R is a function of time, for example. This vector sign I put because this will be a vector. This displacement has a direction also. This delta S has no direction, only the amount. So average speed, I did not put a vector sign. Do you follow? Vectors will be discussed
Yes,
again.
Yes, sir.
So this delta S by delta T. So this is distance by time, basically. S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1. Here, this is displacement. We call it delta R. This is called position vector change that I will discuss later. But for the present, just say it is displacement. So displacement vector by time, that is V average. The acceleration average, this is change in velocity by time. But I'm writing it as delta V. Average force, change in momentum by time. P stands for what? Momentum. P average, this is a vector, this is a scalar quantity. That's the reason I did not put a vector sign, arrow sign there. P average is work by time, delta W by delta T. Current average, current is also a scalar quantity. We don't put a vector sign for that. Delta Q by delta, this is charge by time, right? But correspondingly, we have got instantaneous values. Average speed, instantaneous speed. That will be the limiting value of this delta S by delta T, which we name it as ds by dt. Isn't it so? I just recall to your memory. V instantaneous should be limit of delta T tending to 0, delta S by delta T. That means this delta S by delta T is limiting value when delta T is going to 0 is called ds by dt. Instantaneous speed this is. Right? Similarly, this instantaneous velocity. This is average velocity, this is instantaneous velocity. This instantaneous acceleration, this is average acceleration. This is instantaneous force, this is average force correspondingly. This is instantaneous power, this is instantaneous current. So some examples of which you may have heard, I'm giving them again in more accurate form by defining instantaneous and average clearly. Come on. Children, anybody would like to say something? Or do you want to so no, let me say, if you have heard of this average speed and instantaneous speed previously, do you think your understanding has improved now? If you haven't heard, no issue, because there's no need to learn wrong things and correct them. For the very first time, if you learn it properly, that's well and good. But supposing you had some idea and then now you think, okay, this is how it becomes more clear. If you think, that will be also good. Tell me. So Children,
Yes, sir.
so can you add any other quantity on your own? Can you mention one more physical quantity?
Vector
Moshagnya, what are you saying?
vector quantity, sir.
What do you mean by vector quantities you're asking?
No, sir. I'm just telling about. I'm telling that.
Telling vector quantity? No, I'm asking average and instantaneous quantities. I'm not talking about. Acha, you took the word quantity here and saying one more vector quantity. Here also we got vector quantity, no? This is a vector quantity, this is a vector quantity, this is a vector quantity, this is a vector quantity. You missed my
Yes,
point.
sir. Yes, sir.
Missed the point. Children, I'm asking, can you just name any average and instantaneous quantity?
No, sir.
No?
Well, like if we take voltage, sir,
Tell me.
like if we take delta I into delta R,
Tell me again.
for example, we took average quantity as voltage, sir. V is equal to IR, sir.
Can you be a little louder and clear?
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Enoch, are you saying this one? R, resistance R equals delta V by delta V I, we have that one?
Yes, sir. I'm asking for voltage.
No, for R average is equal to delta V by delta I. But R instantaneous also can be calculated. dV by di.
Yeah.
Of course, the way you learn Ohm's law, this R is all the time constant. But if R is varying for semiconductors, there you can define delta V by delta I. That's correct. Good. Right. And like that, similar to him, can somebody? Yes, Shivacharan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other example you could cite?
No, sir.
No. And who else? Vasist?
Sir, can we write F is called
F is already
average
there.
of force is equal to delta?
No, it's already
by
given. Average force is there.
acceleration, sir.
No, average force is there. Instantaneous force is there. What else?
Mass,
Changing-
average mass by acceleration. Sorry. Delta.
No, F equals ma there. That's what you're saying, right?
Sorry.
Not a bad idea. Very creative, but not correct.
Okay, sir.
You have F equals ma. That's trying to write something in that, isn't it? F equals ma you are writing. This is actually m into, if I write vector sign here, m into delta v by delta t. Whoever it is, somebody said, what is the name? Vasist.
I can.
M into delta v by delta t. Since m is constant, I can take it out, but it is same as this. If I take it inside, this becomes delta mv means p by delta t, F average, which is given as delta p here. This m is taken inside, this becomes momentum. Otherwise, m into average acceleration also you can write, because m generally will be constant. Okay. So
current is equal delta V by delta R.
Current
Is
Hariprasad?
equal delta V by delta R.
I equals
Delta V by delta R.
That's not a good idea, because I's basic definition is this, delta Q by delta T. And R average has a physical meaning. I average delta V by delta R is not a bad mathematically, but it's already there. There's not a new one. Okay, Hari Prasad, something else. Something else. Hari, you have a density thing, don't you? Average density. Density average equals delta M by delta V. Of course, if the density is constant, we need not have to define, but density also can vary. Density also can vary. So even there we can define average and instantaneous. Okay. There are so many, actually speaking, so many things. They keep coming later. All right, pressure, density. All right. Now, some formula. Look, until now we have a single function, y equals sum x to the power n we have, right? Hello, children. Some y equals x power n we have. That means y equals some x square may be an example. But I may have even y equals x square plus x cube, right? Children.
Yes, sir.
So that is what you mean by u and v. Y equals uv, u plus v. U is a function of x. V is also a function of x. In which case, when you want it dy by dx, you will individually do du by dx plus dv by dx. This is what you call sum formula. Look at this. If y equals x square plus x cube, dy by dx is differentiation of this plus differentiation of this. Hello, children. All this will come in our physics. We cannot avoid it. Du by dx plus dv by dx. That is, if y equals x square plus x cube, dy by dx is this df, this d of x square by dx plus d of x cubed by dx. So d of x square is 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. D of x cube is 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1. So what do I get? 2x plus 3x square, which we did here. I deliberately showed it because already there you may not know how to get it. So I was just showing it again. So this is some formula. Children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'll add a little more. After that, I'll come back to these problems, but just listen to me. Children, I'll ask you a question. If you answer it, you are involving here in the class. I have y equals, for example, y equals sum 2. What will be dy by dx? Am I correct? This is a constant. Y is a function of x, right? That means as x keeps changing, y keeps changing. But we are saying y is not changing, y is 2, we are saying. So there's nothing like causing a change in x and bringing a change in y, right?
Yes, sir.
So for a constant, dy by dx is 0. But if you don't know that constant differentiation is 0 or what, you can just follow the logic. 2 can be written as 2 into x to the power 0.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So then this is nothing but x power 0 plus x power 0, right? So I can
Yes,
write
sir.
2 as it is. I should not change the 2. So differentiation of this will be 0 into x to the power 0 minus 1. So how much is this? 0.
0.
So if I have a constant like this, the differentiation is 0. Huh? Hello?
Yes, sir.
But don't misunderstand. Y equals 2x I have. Will you say differentiation is 0?
No, sir.
Constant has x multiplied with it. It's x plus x, not 2 this is. So dy by dx equals how much? This 2 will remain as it is. X to the power 1. 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1. So 2 into 1 minus 1. 2 into 1 into x to the power 0, 1. So 2. So derivative of x is 1 straight away. All right. If x is there, derivative is 1. I told you already. If x square is there, derivative is 2x. If some constant is there, derivative is 0. X cube is there, derivative is 3x square. X to the power 4 is there, 4x cube.
Yes.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you should have caught the whole idea. Then we can just enter into physics, children. So
Yes.
please don't clutter your mind. It's though we are talking so much, ultimately there are only few things. Delta y by delta x, what is the meaning of it? And from there, how to get dy by dx? And if y is x to the power n, how to get the dy by dx from the formula? That's all, nothing. Okay, right. Shall I continue? I am. Now look at this, more exercise. Applying some formula. Come on. One of you read the question. Yeah, Sai Ganesh.
The distance covered by a body changes according to s is t cube plus t square plus 1. Find velocity at t is equals to
2 seconds, right? So when somebody is saying find the velocity at t equals 2 seconds, he means to say find out the instantaneous velocity at 2 seconds, right? And if s is given as a function of time like that, if s is a function of time like that, instantaneous velocity is what? ds by dt.
Delta t.
ds by dt.
ds
Delta s by delta is average. Vishnu.
Yes.
So since s is given here, since s equals what? T cubed plus t square plus 4 ds by dt, which is nothing but v instantaneous, is equal to derivative of u plus v plus w, sum of 3. You can write individual differentiations. Can I write straight away?
Yes, sir.
3t square plus
3t, 2t,
2t plus
4, 0.
no 0. Differentiation of constant is 0.
Yes.
If you want one more step, I can write, but that's not necessary. In the middle, d of t cube by dt, d of t square by dt, d of 4 by dt, I can write. Then they will remember that force differentiation is 0. So if you remember straight away, that's enough. So v instantaneous equals how much did we get? Tell me, children. 3t square plus 2t. So v at 2 seconds, if you want, according to the question, what will you do? 3 into
4
square plus 2 into
2 into 2.
So 12 plus 4.
4.
16 meters per second, for example. This will be in meters. T in seconds means that will be 16 meters per second. Do you all follow?
yes, sir.
Do that. We'll come to the next question after that.
Sir, once can you show the previous page, sir? Done, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Can I continue?
Sir, change it to the next one, sir.
Can I change the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's not changing, sir.
It's not changing.
Yes, sir.
Change, sir.
Vasis
No, sir.
says it is changing. Somebody is saying it's not changing.
Yes, sir.
Changed, right? Okay.
Sir.
So is this clear to you all? Vasis trend party?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can I change this also?
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay.
Sir, can I log out and log in? It's not changing for me.
Vishnu, do that. I'll admit you. Lakshab, you're not speaking.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I'm a bit confused, sir.
That's why you should speak. Huh? What happens later? Like, because I'm taking so much time to do 1, 2, 3 like that. Later, I'll think that you know it. So I'll go on talking. You'll say, sir, I'm not following. We went from 0 level, Lakshab. So you listen to the videos and come back to me with doubts.
Okay.
And you don't know, children, I cannot just tell about myself or Delta too much, but just find out from your friend somewhere. This much of what you call detailed thing won't be done anywhere, because they'll do one day, just formulas they give, and the lesson is over, they'll throw the assignments, finish. In that, out of some thousands of lakhs of people, some better students do, others don't do. So a strong base for the future we are doing here. So you cannot simply say that this is some IIT, whatever, I'm not following, nothing of that sort. This is required for everybody who is taking MPC or even by PC to some extent. For all of them, the minimum basic things are same. So you need to try to involve yourself in the process, and you should get excited, you should get inspired, you should enjoy it, so that you feel slowly confident about yourself. Lakshab.
Yes.
Right. I'll continue.
That's it. Yes, sir.
Right. Now,
Wait a minute, sir.
this one, come on.
Sir, can I change to the previous one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, done, sir.
Right. Now, little lengthy question I've given. Vishnu, read the question.
Yes, sir. The displacement of the body is given by S is equal to
S is equal to?
Sir?
S is equal to
10t square minus 5t square.
10t minus 5t square. No square.
10t minus 5t square.
Right.
Find the average velocity in general terms.
So what should we find out here, Vishnu?
ds by del d by dt.
Delta S by?
Yeah, delta S by delta.
Delta T.
Average velocity.
Then the value of average velocity for the time interval t1 equals 0 and t2 equals 2. That means
we have to
straight away from there you can calculate, or straight away here S2 minus S1 by?
Yes, sir.
Directly put the values and do that.
Yes, sir.
And find the velocity at t equals half, 1 and 2 seconds. You should find out
instantaneous velocity. ds by
that's
dt.
yes. Come on, I'll give a little time for people. Because this is what we mean by the feedback. If you say you were following previous things, you get it now, then I can feel that I can move a little ahead and add more. Okay. I'm giving a few minutes time to you.
Third one, sir. Can you explain the third one, sir?
Third one is even more direct, no? Look, third one
From
stated.
second part, sir. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Third part, you know what to do? Third one directly, if I do, just a minute. I'll show everything, but since you are third, I'll show you. S is what? S is 10t minus
5t square.
5t square. I'm sorry.
నువ్వు అసలు కటింగ్ చేయించుకోకుండా గో.
Ramakrishna, put off your mic.
ఓకే
S is 10t minus 5t square. So ds by dt is ds by dt. You need to calculate, Ganesh.
Okay, sir. Got it.
V instantaneous. 10 into t's differentiation is 1. Can I say straight away now? Because y
Yes, sir.
equals x, dy by dx is 1. I showed you already.
Yes, sir.
All right. Minus 5 is 5. T square differentiation is
2t.
2t. So what do I get now? 10 minus 10t.
Got it.
That is V instantaneous.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now at t equals half, how much? At half,
Substituting t value.
10 minus 10 into 1 by 2.
1 by 2.
How much is it? 5. All right. Hello.
Yes, sir.
1
Yes, sir.
second. V at 1 second. 10 minus
0.
10 into 1.
0.
That means the body is at rest.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then t equals 2 seconds. 10 minus 2 into 10. Minus 10.
Minus 10, sir.
That means the body is coming back.
Yes, sir.
Do you follow?
Yes, sir.
At t equals 0, V at 0 is what? 10.
10, sir.
So it starts with 10 meters per second, goes in forward direction. After half second, it's got a velocity 5. After 1 second, it's got a velocity 0. Then from there, it's turning back with 10. That's the meaning of whole physics there, which I'll discuss
Yes, sir.
later. But in a simple way, you can understand even here. That's the third part, children. Is that okay? Third part, others?
Yes, sir.
Suhita?
Sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Aman?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing, Aman? Are you writing? I told you I'll be asking you to show your notes, because last year I had this experience with some children. When they came back after the lockdown and they were in the college, I was checking their notes. So I asked one student, he said, sir, I took all screenshots, he said. Are you doing that, children? And the screenshots were sleeping somewhere. We don't know where they are. You should feel like it's a regular class, not take screenshots. And somebody was saying, no, sir, I was not writing, I was listening. Listening is also meaningless in mathematics and this kind of a thing. You need to write. And some fellows, of course, told, sir, I used to put my, I used to enter the meeting and I used to go somewhere. My parents used to think that I was looking in, listening to my lessons. They used to jump from the other door and go somewhere. And this thing was, and they used to close the door, main door, so that people will think that that fellow is serious and all that, but nothing happened. So don't spoil the beautiful technology, what you call enabled teaching here. So Aman, are you writing? Have you written? Have you done this third one, Aman? Syed Aman.
No, sir.
Then why? Just now, that's why I was giving you examples. It's not listening. It's not discourse in a temple or discourse in a church or mosque where you can go sit. There's no need to take notes while they talk, isn't it? You can sleep. You can say, good, bad, like that, and finally come out. This is not a discourse. This is some serious science happening. So you should really write. Hari Prasad, are you writing?
Sir, please say first and second answer.
Yes, sir.
I asked a question, you answer that first. Hari Prasad, are you writing means answer it properly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm writing, sir.
Then ask 1 and 2 whether I should teach or not. Don't tell me. Answer me directly. Do you follow that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, there is T1 0, sir. Like in if we are substituting.
No, here I did extra t half and 1 and 2 I gave, but I also did for t equals 0 here, though it's not asked.
No, sir, in second question. Second.
T1 is 0 and T2 is 2 seconds. I'll come to that. I was just waiting for people to do it.
Sir did it, but I got 0, sir. Delta S by delta.
Let me see.
Okay.
I'll see that. First, learn your language and manners, Hari Prasad. Sir, can you please do the first and second? You should ask. Not, sir, do it. Era.
Okay, sir.
Now, look at this. So look, because somebody asked third, I did third. So I was just talking about it. And suddenly you'll say, when I'm asking you, did you write, means you're saying do first and second. Now the average velocity, look, S equals 10t minus 5t square. So how to find delta S by delta in general terms? I told you already the method, right? S plus
delta T.
Delta S.
Delta S, yes, sir.
10 into T plus
delta T minus 5 into
T plus
delta T whole square.
Whole square. Right?
Yes, sir.
So now delta S is, I'll just simplify it because there's no space left. 10t plus 10 delta t minus 5t square minus 5 delta t square minus 10 delta t, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then minus S minus 10t plus 5t, right? So this 10t went away. This 5t square went away. Bring delta t out of this to this side. So delta S by delta t equals what? 10 minus 5 delta t minus 10.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Something went wrong. Delta t, sorry, plus delta t minus delta t are going, right?
Yes.
Is it correct? Did
minus 10t, sir. That is 10t.
Which one is 10t?
Baby.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
10t, 10 delta t. Here,
sir, actually here you should write minus 10 delta t into t.
Into t, sorry.
Yes,
that this t is there. So this is not going away. This is
10t.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So this is your delta S by delta t. Hari Prasad, tell me, do you follow that?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, delta S by delta T for the interval 0 and 2. Directly, I can do this. If you can apply this formula, both I'll show you. Just a minute. Yeah, this one. So delta S by delta T between 0 and 2. So T will be 0. Sorry, T will be 0, delta T will be 2. Okay. Hello. Initial time is 0. Final time is T plus delta T. So what should I write? 10 minus 5 into 2 minus
0.
10 into 0.
0.
So 10 minus 10?
0. Sir, it's actually 0, sir.
Sorry. And here also you can check directly if you want. I'll show you that. Look, S2 minus V average equals S at 2 minus S at 0 by 2 minus 0. 2. Substitute 2 here. 10 into 2 minus 5 into 2 square. And put 0 there. S0 by 2 minus 0. So what will be this? 0. So this, that. So I want you to write, Aman.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow I'll ask you to show me your notes.
Yes, sir.
And in fact, did you see the old videos of my lesson?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
From that also you should make your notes.
Yes.
Because you are very near to me, I think I'll ask your mother to bring you once to the college and see the things. Aman.
Yes, sir.
So everybody
Yes, sir.
else, be careful. You cannot take any kind of a excuse or anything from me, and don't take a chance, because I am okay with any student of any level of intelligence, but I want students with high attitude. If you don't know something in the beginning, we'll teach you from the scratch, because we look at not 2 years, we look at 2 plus 4, 6 years minimum. 4 years is after 2 years you do the BTech, whatever. So 6 years plan we have when we do things now. And of course, if you really follow this later, you'll be really thankful. After 4-6 years, you'll come back and say, sir, yes, what I did with you, because of that, I've done great later, Volker, you'll tell, even if you are not doing so well now. But the attitude is very important, and good habits are important. Do you follow?
Yes,
So be positive. Things will be going in a very systematic way. If you keep following, even when you did the most difficult thing, you will never know that you did a difficult thing, because that was going in a very, very evolutionary way. So every time the level increases, but you won't be knowing because you are feeling comfortable. So from the starting to later, there'll be a big change, which you will notice later after some time. Okay, for today's class, that's enough. Almost we're done with that. 1 or 2 questions anyway, I can add later. All right. So we did some formula. Tomorrow we'll be discussing product formula, quotient formula, and few other things. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.